Okay, welcome viewers around Australia and the world for this round 14 clash between two arch rivals in PAC Old Collegians. They take on St Peter's Old Collegians here at Cater Oval. Very tough conditions, a lot of water around the ground today. It'll be probably a chilly 10 degrees, I'd say. At the moment, a bit of breeze around, some real muddy patches, especially in the middle, and certain little pockets around the oval. So, testing conditions for this one today, but really looking forward to seeing how PAC come out today. Obviously desperate for a win to keep them avoiding relegation. They're in a fight down there at the moment with obviously Broadview, who haven't won a game, and the other team I can't quite think of yet. But the ball goes up in the air, away we go. Big Hugo Kelly's up there. Ball's down, socket off the ground there. That was by Henry Slade. Picked up by a St Peter's player there. There's going to be a lot of this today. Repeat stoppages, a lot of players around the ball. Certainly wet weather type footy where you just want to get it forward and gain territory. So ball now. Scott Bedford gets a little kick away. Malachi Carruthers, his kick smothered. Hayden Jolly now, he just gets a hurried kick out wide. That's going out into space, and I think it might beat everyone over the boundary line, and it'll be a St Peter's ball to bring it in. It looks like Charlie Allen out there. He goes down the line. Big punch over the top by Kelly, didn't get much connection. Slammed on the boot by Prince Alfred and bouncing off the chest there of the player. Now St Peter's, they have a chance to clear. In a muddy area though, tough conditions. Ball pinging around everywhere at the moment. George is there. Nelligan goes in and tries to have a crack. And the umpire's pinged out a free kick, which is a good thing. Let's try and get this game moving a little bit. So PAC, first deep forward entry. The numbers there through Nelligan. He pumps it on the boot. Prince Alfred there, they've got numbers out the back. Back inside 50, Big McCarthy's there. He did pretty well in the muddy conditions. It'll be hard to pick up some numbers today as the dirt gets on their numbers. Good little tap out, McCarthy now. He just slams it on the boot and that's going well out of bounds. So a scrappy start to this one. I think we're going to see a lot of this today though. PAC, as I said, desperate for a win. And St Peter's, well, they're pressing for top spot now. So ball brought back in by PAC, thumped away by St Peter's. Nelligan's there, he's wrapped up in a tackle. And the umpire says that's holding the ball. So some good pressure there by PAC. And it looks like Hayden Jolly's got the ball in good hands. It's going to test him though, heavy ball. He's looking around for a possible option. Now he just leans into it. It's pretty good connection right to the top of the square. And ball over the back and into the goalpost, through for a minor score. So PAC are on the board first. Now St Peter's, they like to do this. Slingshot it from one end to another. Big kick out wide. George is there. Picked up by Bromley. Now out wide. That's Mitch Dean. You see the water underfoot. A lot of water. He's kicked it straight over the top. And straight to the hands, I think, of Charlie Allen. So he's going to go back from whence it came. Compete. The ball just stopping in the water and shoved out of ground in front of the PAC, the St Peter's area, was the PAC player. So we played nearly 4 minutes. Good little tap by Princes. Slammed on the boot there. Number 23, that was Henry Slade again. And now a chance for St Peter's. They got Nick Michaels out on the run, being pursued by Singleton. Sockers it forward a little bit. Now, Singleton picks it up, slams it on the boot. Jolly's going to fly at the back. He couldn't take the mark. Lillycrap was there. And players going everywhere. And in the end, Henry Nelligan's going to get a free kick. Ned McHenry not happy with it. So Nelligan, he's just going to go bang it in long. Looking for big Lucas Bernardi. He couldn't take the mark. Sorry, Fraser Bone. He couldn't take the mark. Now slammed on the boot. Oh, PAC back there, and Tommy Bromley takes a good mark. He's had a pretty good season, Bromley. Beautiful left foot kick. Goes out wide. And nice kick as well. Finds his teammate, looks like Bald out there. Ethan Bald pumps it into Clark. Ollie Clark, he couldn't take possession. Slammed on the boot now. A few numbers out there. Ianello slammed it on the boot. As the rain starts to tumble down here. We'll spit a little bit. And ball out of side. So just the 1 point for PAC so far. As we said, St Peter's just percentage below Port District, so really looking forward to try and get that top spot. So ball kick forward now. There's a race out there. It's Thomas Sells. Edward Allen's also out there. He's wrapped up the player, Sells. And the umpire says, I'll have that. So Big Kelly comes over. He taps it down and straight out of bounds for another ball up. So goals are going to be at a premium today. Very handy they'll be. Big oval here at Caterer. Can get lost out on the wings. Kick forward, a good strong mark in the conditions. That was Nick Michaels. We know what clever player he is. He's going to go in the middle to Malachi Carruthers. Chip it over to the running Nelligan now. What a great pickup Nelligan's been for St Peter's. He's chipped it over, but Clark does well. Nelligan was looking for Allen. You see the water spraying everywhere. Scotty Bedford, clean in these conditions. Goes one way and then the other, and a nice little handball to Charlie Allen. His kick goes in forward. Good use of the body there. I think it's Benny Ianello. As the rain starts to tumble down here at Caterer Oval, we can see a few premiership reunions going on next door. It's a good spot to be. Ianello's got McCarthy all on his own. Poor checking from St Peter's, and Jolly's not happy by PAC. What did I say? So Big McCarthy now. This will test him as well. Big fella, muddy conditions underfoot. He's going to have a shot from about 40 metres out. So when he comes, he gets pretty good connection. It's going to go right to the square. It's gone over. St Peter's draw first blood. And it's the big man McCarthy. After all the early attacking to PAC, it's St Peter's who get the first on the board. Played nearly 8 minutes and they lead one straight to PAC 1 point. Just a bit of loose checking there by PAC, left him all alone there. And McCarthy, uncontested mark, and kicks his first of the day. That's why we got here. Thanks to all the sponsors today. Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Classic Catches, Custom by ORTC, High Five E-Bikes, Dartfish, Archies, Jag Meatworks and Kimberley Resorts. Ball back in the middle. And Scotty Bedford wraps up. PAC player there, so we'll have another stoppage. Hugo Kelly taps over the back. Scott Bedford working hard. Clever little handball to Nelligan. He started well now. Kicks it in, but he's kicked it straight to Tom Bromley. So Bromley now. What can they do? Working out the outer side. Craig Pitt. It's just going to go long. Over the back. St. Peter's player couldn't quite take the mark. Quick little handle there. Slammed on the boot. I think that was Lillycrap over the back. Pitt was there again. He couldn't take the mark. And umpire's pulled out a free kick. Just got him a little bit high. Looks like Tommy Sumner will take the kick. So pretty even start to this game. More inside 50, you should say, to PAC. And goes the ball in front. He's taken the mark. He's paid. Good hands. I think it's Ollie Clark, is it? Yeah. Experienced Ollie Clark. What can he do? Chips it over in front of a player, but coming across from the side was a great mark there. That was Benny Ianello. So Ianello got that big left foot kick. Pumps it long. Bit of a breeze going from right to left, you'd think. Pitt's there. He's dispossessed. He's going to be pinged holding the ball. McGill gives it out to the running player now. Picked up by Bernardi. He's tackled and he's gone. So good tackle there. That was by Lucas De Soto. He's another left footer. So De Soto gives it a good roost. Looks great off the boot. The umpire's yelling out touch though. Thought it was a player, but got great connection through the middle it was, but touch through for 1 minor score. As we look at the ladder here, it's Payneham that I was thinking of before. They're equal with Prince Alfred on 3 wins. And Glenunga are only 1 win away from there, 1 win above on 4 wins, so still probably any of those 3 could go down. So Pitt now. Down there, straight through the hands of the player. The ball just skids along the turf. Joe Howard pumps it down forward. Ollie Clark, he's been lively early. Sockers it off the ground. St. Peter's players giving it straight to PAC. Players falling over in the forward lines in some muddy areas. And a good tackle there. And he's going to be rewarded with holding the ball. I didn't think there was much opportunity there, but umpires have been hot on holding the ball early here. And one of the Saints players just a bit ginger there. I think it might be Lillycrap. See what happened there, if his leg got stuck underneath the player or it's just getting helped up now by the trainer. So he's a bit proppy on one of his legs there. So he's going to come from the ground. Looks like Nelligan's going to take his kick. As we said, some C grade and D grade reunions to the left here. So a big day, 2005, 20-year reunions. So Saints boys would love a win in front of some of the old greats. Nelligan goes out wide, over the back. Players working hard. Sumner's in there, throwing his body around. St. Peter's get it out though. George is there. Can they keep their feet? Bit of a mismatch, George. Swings around, gets rid of Singleton. His kick's going to go straight, though, to Tommy Turnbull. He couldn't take the mark. Picking the ball up and just dribbling it through was Fergus Lamp Brooks. So a new player in the side, Fergus Lamp Brooks. Tommy Turnbull just made a bit of a meal of that. And Lamp Brooks made him pay. Just dribbled it through, so goal out of nothing for St. Peter's, so they get the first 2. 2-1-13, they lead PAC 1 point. We've played close to 14 minutes in this first quarter. So look around some of the other games today. Salisbury North playing Ross Trevor, that should be a good game. Both in pretty good form. Broadview, they'll have their work cut out against Golden Grove, who are also playing some good footy. As the ball's in the middle, look at the mud there. Scotty Bedford's there. Some of the white shorts of McHenry, his kick smothered. Of PAC aren't going to be white for very long. But you'll see Ned, he'll have mud all over him. Other games, Prince Alfred, Paynham against Port Districts. They've got their work cut out, obviously, Paynham. They need a win badly. They played a good game out here a couple of weeks ago. Now McGill gives it to the running Carruthers. That's Malachy. Out wide. Nelligan, he's been in everything. Comes back on, just shoves back onto the left boot. George is there. Good spoil, though, by Sumner. And Tommy Turnbull's happy to take that one out of bounds, deep in St. Peter's forward line. So the rain once again starts to get heavy here at Caterer Oval. The place to be is certainly in that 10 over there. It looks very warm and the beers are flowing. So now George out of the ruck. Picked up, I think it might be Nelligan on the ground. PAC appealing for holding the ball, and it is Nelligan. These conditions will certainly suit Henry Nelligan. George is there. Picked up now, twisted in a tackle was the PAC player there. Going to have some trouble picking numbers up here with the dirt around. So now, McHenry, he's got it. Slips a little handball out into no one in particular. And stacks on the mill. There's about 5 or 6 players there. Ball going nowhere. So 16 minutes played. 2 goals for St. Peter's. And we're looking around the grounds there. There wasn't too many goals being scored at all around at the other ovals in these tough conditions. Edward Allen, he slams it on the boot. In front, Michaels. Ball spills out to McGill. Over to Michaels. Slams it on the left boot. His teammate there, Lucas De Soto, wanted a handball, but Michaels slammed it on the boot, through for a minor score. So it's all been St. Peter's this last 5 or 10 minutes after a good start to the Prince Alfred boys. So Craig Pitt to bring it back in. I've seen him play forward in his career a bit as well, but playing mainly in defence this year. Gives it over to Singleton. He slips it over and makes it tricky for Charlie. You don't want your ball at your feet in these conditions. George goes through. Pitt does well. His kick smothered. Quick little handball by Thomas Sells and a kick forward. Oh, Johnny Reid slides around. You can see the water underfoot. It is going to be a real hard slog all day here today. I'm glad I'm retired these days and sitting here watching this. So throw up. Bone gets a tap straight to Scott Bedford. He's going nowhere. And now some undiscipline from Prince Alfred. Scott Bedford was slung to the ground. So Scott Bedford, been a great pickup for St. Peter's, playing now with his cousin Ty. Ty was good last week as well. Nelligan couldn't take the mark. Oh, it's muddy in there, about 25 metres out. Attacking the ball hard was Ianello, and he's going to be rewarded with a high tackle. Salisbury North are off to a good start against Ross Trevor. They've kicked 2-3 to nothing. Golden Grove 2 goals, Broadview 1 goal. Paynham have started well. They're 2-4. They lead Port Districts 2-1. And no score, Sacred Heart and Glenunga at the moment. So that kick's gone straight to Connor Mills, I think it is. He's debuting today, Connor Mills. Now Ianello, he's having a good quarter. Over to Nelligan, so is he. Slips it back to Ianello. And just fiddling around with it a little bit there. The 1-2s, ball going nowhere and out of bounds, out of side. 19 minutes gone in this first quarter. Throw in. It'll be George and Hugo Kelly. There's a bit going on in tight there. few little niggles and players trying to tell the umpire how to umpire. McHenry looking for a free here. He milked that one nicely. Ned McHenry, look at him, you can hardly see him at the moment, covered in mud. Kick out wide, made it hard for his teammate. Ball goes up forward, Michaels is there, he couldn't take the mark. He's going to get a free kick. McHenry, you can hear him, he's vocal. Chopping the arms was the call. So Nick Michaels will get a ping at goal. Not going to be easy from out in the pocket, especially with the rain just starting to increase again. You can see no one out on the white seats down there, down south today. Southern end, they're all tucked away. So Michaels, never looked likely. He's blasted that one out of bounds on the full. So it'll be Paddy Singleton to bring it back in. So he just pumps it long to the 50. Great crumb by Scotty Bedford. Gets around one, gives it to Nelligan. He's handballed to Michaels. Michaels has kicked it back the other way, straight to PAC. But they're wrapped up in a strong tackle. I think it was Charlick. And he's being pinged holding the ball. So good pressure by St. Peter's. They're going to go inside 50 again. It might be Bone looking for Michaels. He shoved his opponent out of the back, in the back, and the umpire saw that. So free kick. Last line of defence here for Prince Alfred. Struggling to get it out of their defensive 50 at the moment. Pitt. Out wide. Ball's kicked into a dangerous spot. On the lead there was Lamb Brooks. He couldn't take the mark. And now Stacks on the mill. Once again, the rain starts to come down here at Cater Oval. What a beautiful winter's day here in Adelaide. Expecting a lot more rain as well. We've had a lot yesterday and there's more to come. Dangerous spot. Michaels is there. Out in front. Slammed on the boot. I think it's Fergus Carruthers. And once again, through for a minor score. So St. Peter's doing all the attacking here. Played 22 minutes in this first quarter. They lead 2-3-15 to PAC 1 point. So a 14-point margin. Wouldn't want to get 3 or 4 goals down in these conditions because it's going to be a hard way back. So Pitt again, out wide. Slammed on the boot, not really going anywhere there by PAC. Now they get a more effective kick. 1-on-1 out there. Tackled there, I think it was by Belperio. Good to see him back running around. Was out for a few weeks. Benny Belperio gives him a lot of good run from defence. So throw in. Bit of holding going on there. And Quaney thought it was his. But looks like it's going to be Bone, I think. So big Bone, he's got a loose player out wide. Leading back into the race is Pitt, and he just lets it go over the boundary line cleverly, and he'll take a last possession kick. So Craig Pitt and his defenders working pretty hard here. Ball looks to be pretty waterlogged already. Over the back. And out of bounds, touched by the St. Peter's player. And the umpire says, I'll throw that in. So out of side. Won't be a lot of time on with just the 2 goals being scored. So big pack around it. Bedford twisting and turning. He's showing his class in these conditions, but now PAC get hold of it, but Going nowhere there was Seb Quaney. He's going to go to ruck this time. He gets a tap down. Socket off the ground, and he tripped as well there. I think it was Jolly. Ball back in the middle. Looking dangerous here. St. Peter's. Oh, a bit of a ping pong. McGill. Ty Bedford. He's dumped in the mud. Handball out wide now. Scott Bedford. His handball's gone astray. Slammed on the boot there by Henry Slade. Back and forth here at the moment. Higgins is there. He's wrapped up in a good tackle. And free kick to Tommy Sumner. The skipper now. They dearly love a late goal here, PAC, but with kicks like that, it's going to make it hard. He's going to get a free kick here, though, I think, PAC. We'll try and pick up the player there. It's very muddy. It's number 28, the debutant. Connor Mills playing his first game. So those shorts are very brown. There's no white there. Oh, and he's kicked it about 5 metres. He has not struck that well at all. Big bar of soap. So now players all over it over there. Ball going nowhere as the rain gets heavier again here. Big smother. Now the kick goes forward. It's not going to be paid 15 metres. So beautiful day here at the Caterer. We've got a river running around the oval. But it is winter. People loving being out here. Local winter footy. Can't beat it. So Weeks had that there, and now it's going to go on through for a point. Now the kick goes forward. Sumner's there at the back, George. Sumner does pretty well. Keeps it in front. Now Scotty Bedford. He slams it on the left boot. Good mark there by DeSoto. He's had the running Henry Nelligan out wide, who was going to rack up his 7th or 8th touch, you'd think. But siren sounds to end this first quarter. And it's going to be a real hard slog today. St. Peter's probably kicking with a slight breeze that quarter. A couple of their kicks went quite long, but in the end, they'll take a handy little 13-point buffer into the first break. They lead 2-3-15 to PAC. 2 behinds. The 2 goal scorers were McCarthy and Lamp Brooks for St. Peter's. We'll be back with all the second quarter action after this short break. So back in the middle here. Start of the second quarter. And it's Scott Bedford. Goes forward looking for a teammate. And they want holding the ball. That could be in the back. Hasn't paid it. So throw up now. St. Peter's working hard. Harvey George, I think it is there, sliding on the ground. Umpire circling, and when he stops like that, means he's going to swing his arms and say, holding the ball. But it looks like McKendry. Short to Bromley. Goes long. Good fist by McCarthy. Leading in the race there was Thomas Sells. Slides over the sideline. So throw in right in front of the PAC bench here. They trail by 13 points. They love the first goal of this second quarter. McCarthy and Kelly go at it. A bit of an airy from Malachi Carruthers. McCarthy falls on top of the Prince Alfred Prayer. There's nothing happening there though, and another ball up. Tap forward by Hugo Kelly, and Josh Perks was wrapped up in a tackle, going nowhere. Now the kick forward, straight to Ty Bedford though. So Bedford low ball, out wide. McCarthy and Kelly collide, and I think Kelly will get the free kick, or McCarthy it is, for a bit of a block. So McCarthy now. Kicked a good goal early on. Goes long down the line. It's all PAC in front there, and they take it out of bounds through the skipper Sumner. The 2.5 minutes gone. Slow start to this quarter. Socket off the ground by Bell Perio. Good pick up there, but wrapped up in a tackle. And he's going to be ping-hogging the ball. I thought he might have got rid of it, but umpire says he's just twisted a bit too long there. And I think it's Craig Pitt to take the free kick. It was James Higgins that was caught holding the ball, I think. So now Pitt looking for his good mate Jolly. He's working hard. Bentley's in there. That's Scott. Umpire circling. They've been hot on holding the ball today. It's going to be Scott Bedford to take the free kick. He's going to give it to his cousin Ty. No, he decides to go back in. Oh, put himself under the pump there. Bell Perio just slams it forward in the end. Quick little handball, Higgins. Tough to try and thread it through there with handball. And now Pitt kicks it out of defence. Charlie Allen's out there. It goes through his hands and out of bounds on the outer side. So throw in. Outer side wing. McCarthy. It's beaten to it this time by Kelly. Oh, trying to pick it up there. Was Benny Ianello. And I think his stray arm went there. Just copped. I think it's Ned McHenry high. So Ned McHenry kicks it forward, looking for Kelly. He can't take the mark. Sells was there. Ball's gone over the back. Charlie Allen in good position, and he takes the mark. So, 25-metre penalty, unnecessary there. So, Allen. Oh, good mark out in front in these conditions. That was Higgins. Class player, James Higgins. Oh, someone slung out of it. I think they'll get a free kick. It might be Nelligan. And it is Henry Nelligan. Just see his jumper being pulled and he's getting slung backwards. So, very congested forward line here. What can Nelligan do? He's going to chip it straight to Scotty Bedford. So, work that out well. Bedford now plays on. Gains 10 metres. Long to the top of the square. And you may have just clipped the post there. Through for a minor score, but I don't mind that from Scotty Bedford. Playing on. It's getting a bit of meterage and want to get a bit of momentum kicking that big, wet, soggy ball. So now Pitt brings it back in. Fergus Carruthers flies. Socket off the ground there. Man, Nelligan's there working hard again. Oh, he's tackled high, I think. Umpire says he's not going to be holding the ball, but no, the umpire's furthest away is paid high. The umpire closest thought he may have just gone to the knees a little bit and forced the contact to the shoulder. But Nelligan kicks it in long. Plenty of players there. Over the back. Nothing doing there. A lot of players around the ball here. Most players inside the forward 50. And players going everywhere on the ground. And very hard to pick up who's got the ball or what players there, as there's a lot of players in front of me here. Throws it up. Big George is there. Now picked up by McKendry. He slipped. Jolly was there. Scott Bedford now picks it up. He's peeing. That could be holding the ball, and it is. Legal disposal there. So the connection on this wet ball is not good at all. And a low ball from the PAC player eventually goes out of bounds right in front of the St. Peter's bench there. No goals so far this quarter. We played nearly 8 minutes, 2-4. Plays 2 points on the Kieran here at High Ketso scoreboard. So Jolly, can he get something going here? And then it was Howard. Now kicked by Perks. That was Josh Perks. Little soccer though from St. Peter's. Fergus Carruthers couldn't grab it. But at least they've gained a bit of territory, PAC. About 60-70 out from their goal. Big Kelly slams it forward. Ben Belperio, he picks it up well. That was Howard that got the kick forward. Now they've got the numbers. Pitt just slams it forward. Can they find someone up forward? Quaney's not happy. He thought he was held. And with the swearing, he's going to be pinged. So ill discipline there by Quaney. So it's going to be Ed Weeks now. He's going to go out wide. Kelly's there. And an easy punch away. But there was a little bit of a bump after play there, I think. So the ball's going to be given down ground. It's going to be Bone. Big Fraser Bone to take it. So Bone, low, worked out well to Malachi Carruthers. Weeks gives him a run from behind. Mal's just going to assess his options. Nice kick, but straight to the PAC player there. So not that nice, really. And it's Hugo Kelly. So Kelly goes long. Punched over the back. McHenry grabbed it. He gave a handball, but he couldn't pick it up. And now the ball goes back towards the forward line of St. Peter's. Great take by George. And then he's sat upon. McHenry, he dodges around one, does well. Slammed on the boot. Coming across was Clark. He couldn't take the mark. Charlie Allen does well to Weeks. Oh, Weeks has shanked it badly. And now, it's a bit of a comedy of errors. The kicking has been not a high standard here with this ball, wet ball. Kelly whacks it. McHenry's in there. He's going to be given a free kick in the back. So Ned McHenry trying to lift his side here. Kelly comes in to give him a little bit of support. So McHenry gives it out to the running Pitt. Oh, made it hard for him, put it behind him. Pitt just slams it forward. Numbers there. The Allen boys, they could have raffled of it, but both of them weren't sure who was going to grab it. Quaney now. Slams it on the boot. Weeks is there. He couldn't take the mark. And Ty Bedford says, I'll just put that through for a minor score. And we'll have a kick out here. So, chance goes begging for PAC. So now, Weeks. It's in the middle of the ground. Over the back. Numbers with PAC. Now it was Higgins, I think, to Bedford. That's Scott. And he kicks it back to St. Peter's player. And he's found a target in Ollie Clark. So Ollie Clark, just outside 50. He's got Quaney on the lead. Hits it hard. Fergus Carruthers came across and did well. Belpario's in some trouble now. And I think he's gone. Benny Belpario. So, great opportunity here now for Prince Alfred to get their first of the board. So in comes Sells. Thomas Sells struck it poorly. He's disappointed with it. So through for a minor score. So PAC edging away at this margin. 2 straight kicks. 2-4 plays 4 points. We played 12 and a bit minutes. There's going to be some sore bodies after today. So big Johnny Reid playing in defence at the moment. We'll at least kick that one out. And there's a bit of a sling tackle there, so St. Peter's boys aren't happy with that. I've let him know as well. So Liam Harkins. Oh, he's nearly missed the ball, but it works out well to McGill, Benny McGill. Great take there, but Olin McInnes was right on him, and he was going nowhere. So throw up, tap by PAC. Jolly, he slams it on the boot. Which way is this going to bounce or slide? Oh, Weeks has a little slide. Socket off the ground. Leading in the race here was Edward Allen. He slips, gives a good handball to Ty Bedford. Bedford. He slams it off the ground. Now Scott Bedford. Handball's out in front to Malachi Carruthers. They're playing a bit of dry weather footy there. Great little handball by McGill to Malachi Carruthers. They worked this pretty well in the end. Just couldn't take the mark was Michaels. He goes back in and has another crack, Michaels. Does well, but PAC have got some numbers back there. And they can clear now if they can take possession. It was Tommy Turnbull. He slams it on the boot, but straight out of bounds. So it's going to be coming back. It's going to be Charlie Allen. At least the rain stopped for now, which is good. Allen through 2 sets of hands over the back. Out of sight and players everywhere on the ground. Just as I speak, the rain starts to come again. I've put the Mozza on it. The place to be on the left is where we should be, in the marquee, with the reunions. So now, PAC slam it forward, having a bit of the ball the last sort of 5 minutes. Socket forward now. Good pick up there by PAC. Kick forward, but Weeks is going to give it straight back there. Players really slipping over everywhere. So much water underfoot here. So it's a heavy 8 out there. We need the petrometer just to see what the conditions are like. The grass. So the ball's right over the other side here. Hard to pick the players up. McGill's over the top there. Can pick his helmet up. Now, left foot kick by Nelligan to a dangerous spot. Rain heaving down. Picked up by George. Back to Searles. He's wrapped up in a tackle. Oh, players going everywhere. Socket off the ground. I think it was Fergus Carruthers maybe, and that's out of bounds as we see. I think it might be Ollie Clark coming off the ground for PAC. He looks in a bit of trouble with a leg injury, so that's not good news for Prince Alfred. Hopefully he can come back on. So big pack forming again. Ball going nowhere on the half-forward flank for St. Peter's. Still holding that 2-goal margin on the Kieran Haiketsu scoreboard. Ball's kicked forward. Supporters want a high tackle. St. Peter's supporters. And finally, they're not going to get their way because they're disgruntled, and it'll be a PAC kick, but ball's gone straight to Edward Weeks. And now Benny Belperio, he didn't quite have it. And in the end, PAC, happy to see it over the line. It was Joe Howard, I think. Slammed it out of bounds, but he's going to be pinged for deliberate or last possession, and Benny Belperio will take it in the blue boots.
The one was happy and one wasn't.
There you go. Good, thanks. Be better if I was in that marquee. So Belperio. As you said, great to have him back in the side. Low kick. Straight through about 3 or 4 sets of hands. And ball going nowhere. So approaching time on. This will be another short quarter. Tap down. And Tommy Sumner takes that one out of bounds in front of some of the St. Peter's faithful in the stand. Having a great season, the Saints. Equal top with Port Districts. Hayden Jolly, what a great player he's been for Princes. Pumps it out of defence. Searles is there. Strong tackle though. Pressure's good. I think it might have been Johnny Reid. So, tap forward now. Bentley's there. Scott Bentley gives a little quick handball out. Player overran it there. Johnny Reid's there. And huddles everywhere. Players sliding over the boundary line. You think 5 or 6 goals might win this game today? So throw in now. Well, coming across, tapping it on there, was Ianello. And another ball up. Umpires certainly earning their keep today. So Bone, good little tap on there. McHenry does well. Little shove. Good bump though, Edward Allen. So Edward Allen, that was on Henry Slade. So finally some play close to us here now. Bone and Kelly. Picked up. PAC. Belperio, he's tackled. Howard's there. He's tackled by Reid. Johnny Reid's laying some strong tackles. The big fella, they'll be liking that. Oh, shove out of the way by Kelly. So, Bone will take the free kick. Kelly didn't really need to do that. And they're in their forward 50. They want to keep it in there. So, Big Fraser Bone. Kicks it towards Mitchell Dean. He couldn't take the mark. Now Jolly slams it on the boot. Looking for his player in Quaney. He couldn't take it. Now he's in trouble. He tried to fend off and that's gone. Hold on the ball. He's a frustrated unit out there at the moment, Seb Quaney. So Ty Bedford now. He's going to go out wide to his cousin Scott. So Scott Bedford thought about giving it to Ianello. He's now called to play on. And now he just says, I'll get around him with ease. And kick it straight to Prince Alfred. So these conditions making it very tough for players. That ball seems very heavy. A lot of kicks are going very low. Pitt pumps it in long. Reed flies over the back. Weeks was there also. Fighting hard for it on the ground here. Edward Allen, he just shanks it forward. Worked out well, but Benny McGill couldn't take the mark. Jolly there, he gives a little bump. Now Benny McGill, can he go back and get it? Jolly's there. Tries to shove off. George, he slams it on the boot. It's coming back now. PAC, can they find something here? Oh, he's gone. Good tackle. That was Neddy McHenry. And Benny Belperio will take the free kick. She's going to go out wide. And kick it straight to PAC. So, Ethan Bald now. He pumps it in. Benny Belperio drops the mark. Gives it to Allen. And set him a task because he had two right on him. And nothing doing. So throw up. Can PAC jag one here? It's Joey Howard there tackled. Tackling's been good from both sides. Howard gets off the ground as the rain starts to come down again. Tap to Scotty Bedford. Socket off the ground by Higgins. So just gaining some good meterage by playing wet weather footy here. Now, PAC pick it up. I think it was Sumner. His kick didn't go too far. Thomas Sells is in there working hard. And the umpire will say, I'll have that one. About 70 metres out from Prince's goal. McHenry, he just dives on it. And he's going to get a free kick. So, Ned McHenry putting his body on the line as always. Goes in forward there, about 30 metres out. Belperio's kick smothered. Howard's in there working hard. And the call is lock it in from PAC. Throw up now. Fergus Carruthers over the top. Picked up by Scott Bentley. And now Carruthers. Malachi slams it on. George and Sumner out wide, the skipper. He loses his feet. You don't want to do that in these conditions. Big George is there. And he's going to be pretty happy just to be wrapped up in a tackle and create a stoppage. He's throwing his body around today. Big Harvey George, been good. Won't be too much long left in this second quarter. And there it is, just as I speak. Halftime sounds on the Kieran High Ketsu scoreboard. 2 goals for St. Peter's, 16. Lead PAC 4 points, and we've got a little bit of a scuffle breaking out on the outer side. So both teams taking a little bit of tension into the halftime break. That's what we expect though when you've got St. Peter's up against PAC, the arch rivals into goal. And St. Peter's, they'll be happy going in with a 2-goal break in these sort of conditions. They're like goals today, and the 2 goal kickers so far, McCarthy with 1 and Lamp Brooks with 1. And obviously no goal kickers yet for Prince Alfred, so they're still in striking distance, Princes. So just got to get a bit cleaner. It's very hard in these conditions, but Still only 2 goals the margin, and we'll be back for all the second half action after this short break. All set for the second half here. 2 goals of margin at half time, and now what can St. Peter's PAC do? McHenry gets the first kick out of the square. Socket forward. Now a little handball out to Ty Bedford. Charlie Allen, he gets a quick kick forward. Good contest there. Over the back though, Bedford. Scott. But there's Singleton. He just finds a player out wide. Good vision. Pitt though couldn't pick it up. A bit of a bad bounce. And now it looks like he's throwing that away and being pinged holding the ball. So Harvey George to take the free kick. It's about 70 metres out. Cool to play on. Big pack of players in front though. Soto, he nearly took the mark. Quick little handle out wide. We've got some dangerous forwards here. Fergus Carruthers. He just waits for Bromley to pick it up and wraps him up in a strong tackle. And there'll be a ball up. About 20 metres out. Right in front of the St. Peter's goal. And ball's out of bounds near the point post. It's played a minute and a half here. Saints would love to get the first one here and create a 3-goal break. It would be hard to peg back. Kelly just taps it forward. Flicks over. Oh, McGill's marked it out of nothing. Prince Alfred remonstrate and think that's gone about 8 metres. But in the end, a quick little kick from Malachi Carruthers has ended in the hands of Benny McGill. So this would hurt. Early goal to St. Peter's. McGill is going to kick from about 30 metres out. Straight in front. He's got to negotiate a bit of mud as he runs through. Keeps it low and shanks it to the right. So through for a minor score. So chance goes begging. So Pitt to bring it back in. Comes out wide. Johnny Reid in good position. He couldn't take the mark, but does well. Picks it up. Bedford's there. Jolly got a handball from Ned McHenry, but couldn't quite get much connection on it. Now Malachi Carruthers. He just kicks it up in the air. Says good luck. Now it's Dean. He swings it around. He's got a loose player now. Will the ball sit? He gets it now. Joey Howard goes long. Good use of the body there. Oh, great crumb. Scott Bentley, he just kicks it on the left foot. The ball's running along and he's going to sock it off the ground. Is he going to get there? No, diving effort right on the line. And it looks like Weeks, last line of defence, just dived and prevented that going through for a major. So now Johnny Reid doing the kicking in, out wide. Pack of players, that ball's going nowhere. So I'm just going to place the dartfish beanie on. So the ball out of side now. Looks like it's definitely going out of bounds. So 5 points, just 1 point apiece in this quarter. Out of the ruck. Kelly slams it forward. And nothing going on over the outer side there. Plenty of players around the ball. Another throw in. As we've said, goals are at a premium today. Kicked forward by Bedford. Looking for Michaels. Get up against Singleton. Higgins is there. Now, quick handball. Can they do something here? PAC. Well done. They worked that well. Fergus Carruthers, though, comes across and takes a good mark. Got some runners there. His brother Malachi. Now on to Edward Allen. He just pumps it forward. Says you run. Summers there. On there, Brooks. Sumner does well. Over to Thomas Sells. He kicks it in ball, but straight towards Johnny Reid. Johnny Reid's clever little tap to his teammate, but out of bounds. So throw in right in front of the PAC bench. So we have one of the C grade past premiership players, Bill Wood, walking past. Great to see you here, Bill. So players going everywhere here. It's a muddy area as well. No, that's going to be a ball up. The 4,000th ball up for the day. So big Hugo Kelly taps it forward. Johnny Reid there. Now to Malachi Carruthers. Good use of the body by Pip. He couldn't take the mark. Out the back to Sumner. Sumner to Dean. Dean slams it on the boot. Ball, it's a throw. Umpire was on the other side. Perks was there. Jolly running down the boundary line, and very tough conditions here. So a big kick to Malachi Carruthers. Pitts there. Benny McGill, sock it off the ground. Now he gets a little kick forward. Well done by Bernardi. Gives it over to Charlick. Charlick goes forward, but finds Johnny Reid. I think that was a chop of the arms. And Johnny Reid's going to get the free kick. So Johnny Reid just pumps it in long. Hugo Kelly has a little fist on it. Here's Michaels. He's normally clever in this situation. Quick little gift to McGill, but Sumner was right on him. The ball pinging around there, about 30 metres out. Nick McHenry's there. And he's wrapped up Henry Nelligan. Nelligan being watched closely by Bromley there. Had that stoppage. And Allen's there. He gets tackled. Looks like he's going to get a free kick at Allen as well. So that's a very handy free kick to the skipper. So Edward Allen. Just have a couple of quick scores around the grounds. Salisbury North by 17 points over Ross Trevor. Golden Grove 5 goals up over Broadies. That goal's on its way, and Edward Allen, the skipper, has kicked the captain's goal, and that hurts. Played nearly 10 minutes in this third quarter, and St. Peter's have their third. And as we've said, goals are like gold today, and they go to 3-5, leading PAC 5 points, and we've played nearly 10 minutes, so it could be an upset out at Largs Reserve as well. Payneham 6-5, leading Port Districts 2-7. That would mean St. Peter's would go to the top of the ladder. And Sacred Heart 3-2, League Glenunga 1-3. So some interesting games going on. Ball back in the middle.
This way, Phil's camera.
Sorry.
Jolly's there with Bedford. Sock it off the ground. Going in hard there. Well, Scott Bentley. Ball comes back the other way now, though. When Turnbull's in good position, couldn't try to take the mark. Singleton's there. Michaels now picks it up, or tries to pick it up. He gives a slick little handball to Benny and McGill. They're out here. Benny in yellow. He's going to just chip it over the top and through for a minor score. So Craig Pitt to bring it back in. Goes long, great mark out in front. That was Mitch Dean. Very good mark in the conditions. In front there, Johnny Reid. Goes around 1 and 2, does well. Kicks it in long, there's a few one-on-ones. George got over the top of his opponent, couldn't take the mark. Pitt was there. He's working hard. And a ball up, about 40 metres out on St. Peter's goal. Hawkins gets pushed out of the way. And great advantage here. Henry Slade goes long. Ty Bedford's there. Gives it to Benny Belperio, the speedster. Goes out wide. Malachi Carruthers leads in the race. Both slip over though. Him and Bromley, I think it was. Now Bromley's tackled. And umpire's found something. So Malachi Carruthers. Kicks it in long, out of the pocket, over the back. Bromley, he couldn't take the mark. So much water underfoot all over the ground today. Had a lot of rain yesterday and last night. A throw in, out of side. Been Saints certainly winning the territory battle this quarter. Bone up against Hugo Kelly. Kelly picks it up, slams it on the boot. Good follow up though by Bentley. He's socketed it forward and got some meterage. This is better from PAC. One into another, good play. Swings around, looking for someone in the middle. Can they find a target? Oh, could be a free kick, and it is. I think it's Mitch Dean. Just got one across the shoulder area there. And Mitch Dean, it's going to take a good effort with seeing that heavy ball. Some balls have not travelled far at all. Been worm burners. So desperately need this. Can Dean get it? Oh, he's kicked into the man on the mark. That hurts, but here's a chance. That Pitt down there. Craig Pitt's kicked the goal. So the PAC section of the crowd, the grandstand go wild, and something out of nothing there. First major to PAC, 1-5, trailing St. Peter's 3-6, so they desperately need a goal for them. It looks as though Craig Pitt might have been moved forward. Try and kick some goals, or maybe not. No, he's still here, just must have come, still in defence, but he's just come down from defence and jagged a goal, so great work by Pitty. The rain starts to come back down. The ball back in the middle. Bone and Kelly. Could have been in the back there. The PAC player now, Jolly. Here they go again. Bit of momentum. Good little tap out wide. Now a kick forward. Can they get 2 in a row, PAC? Dean's there again. He's having a good quarter. Gives it over to Quaney. And his kick smothered. Ed Weeks picks it up and he just slams it out of the fence. And Malachi Carruthers is going to try and run that in. And he just gets a hand on it to prevent it being a last touch. So well done by Carruthers. Full stretch dive. Kelly takes out the ruck. Only as far as St. Peter's. They slam it on the boot. Good spoil by Pitt. Now they go forward again. Allen leads in the race. Tough ball to gather. And PAC player could have nearly socketed it off the ground there, but elected to pick it up. I think it was the skipper, Sumner. And he was tackled and was happy to have a stoppage. So ball out the back now. PAC just having a good little period here. Scotty Bentley kicks it forward. Another soccer off the ground out wide. St. Peter's, PAC got the numbers, but a good tackle. And he might be pinged, and he is holding the ball. So great tackle by Charlie Allen. And that was on Joe Howard. So Charlie Allen. Deep in defence. Goes long. Oh, good mark. McCarthy. Done some good things today, Big McCarthy. We saw him kick a goal early in the game. Kicking on towards Michaels. He couldn't take the mark. And Bernardi's kick was smothered. Oh, that could be a throw or holding the ball. Umpire says play on. Bit stiff there, PAC, but now he's going to ping one out and it's going to go to St. Peter's. So going on the sidelines, Robert. So kick from PAC over the back. They've got numbers here. Should clear. Scotty Bentley had an airy. Scotty Bedford's in there working hard. Ball flings out the back leg. Quaney. Clocky's moved into defence. Quaney. Now Fergus Carruthers, can he take possession? He's got 3 to beat. Slippery ball there. Water going everywhere. McCarthy's on top of him there. And the umpire says, I'll have ball up number 1,800. Or tap straight down to Malachi Carruthers. And he's a wet, saturated, dirty footballer. So throwing this time will be Quaney and McCarthy. Jolly slams it on the left. Good use of the body by Charlie Allen. And nothing doing there.
It's a wonderful series of anecdotes.
Oh, probably a little throw there. Goes to Bedford. Scotty Bedford. Who's he got there? The Soto couldn't pick it up. Nick Michaels, he couldn't pick it up either. And Tommy Turnbull's wrapped up in a strong tackle. Oh, socket off the ground. Bit of goalkeeping though by Sumner. He's going to give it out to Singleton. So 13 points the margin on the Kieran Haiketsu scoreboard. We've played nearly 20 minutes in this third quarter. Good spoil by McCarthy on Slade. Fergus Carruthers out to McCarthy, slams it forward. Pitt couldn't take possession. Scott Bedford now. We know he's pretty clever. Higgins off the ground. Oh, through for a minor score. That would have hurt James Higgins. So the ball's gone over the back oval here as we just wait to be brought back, and Craig Pitt to do the kicking in. Gramps, available 10 metres, a nice kick by Pitt. Two St. Peter's boys spoil each other. And Harvey George is going to slide over and take that one out. Can PAC jag another late one to make this really interesting, or will St. Peter's get that important next goal? Higgins, happy to just pick it up, get tackled, and we'll have another stoppage. It's a time on. Once again, it won't be a long quarter, there'll only be a couple of minutes left. Malachy Carruthers in there working hard. And all going nowhere. They go again. Bone. Great little tap over the top to Malachy Carruthers. He slams it on the boot. 2-on-1. Michaels is there. Had a couple to beat. And through for a minor score. So St. Peter's go to 3-8. 26. PAC 1-5-11. 22 minutes played in this third quarter. And Craig Pitt once again to bring it back. Good crumb by DeSoto. Great little take there by Sells. On to Jolly. This is good from PAC. Good build up. They create something now. Ethan Bald was out there. Well done. Put himself in front there in the contest. PAC player. And now the new player is going to get a free kick, I think it is. I think it's Connor Mills. Can he find a target up forward? Out wide. Jolly's got it. What can he do? Slams it on the boot. And he's got a player out wide. I didn't see him there, but he's found someone. It's going to be a tricky kick. It looks like they're saying go Baldy, so I assume that's Ethan Bald, number 33. So this will bring the crowd to life in the grandstand. The PAC supporters, Bald. So he went for a bit of a check side, but well across the face of goal and out of bounds on the full. So it looks like Big Johnny Reid to bring it back in. Kicked it straight to PAC, but it went straight through his hands. I think that was Henry Slade. And it's been a real tough day for the players today. Trying conditions. So, players around the ball here. Hurried kick forward, works out well. St. Peter's go out wide, Michaels is there. Good spoil though. Kick there before was from Lamp Brooks looking for Michaels. We had a very proppy Ned McHenry comes onto the ground. He hasn't missed a few weeks with an injury and he looks a bit proppy out there. Ty Bedford comes back to man him up. And Kelly gets rid of his opponent in the ruck, but couldn't take possession. Left foot snap going forward, looking for George. Hamill comes out now. Tom Turnbull sockers it off the ground. Taking it hard there was the St. Peter's player, and then hacked off the ground by PAC. Now Scott Bentley, he sockers it off the ground. Trying to ping him for holding the ball here. The umpire says, holding the ball. A bit stiff, I thought, but... So here you go PAC. Oh, he's kicking the man on the mark again. That was Quaney. He's going to go back and have another chance. It is wrapped up. And he's going to be ping holding the ball. He won't be happy with that. He's had a bit of a dirty day. And now he's going to give away 25 as well, so... Valuable metres on this wet day. Looks like Liam Harkins. Nice little kick. Well done, Nelligan. For Nelligan. Nice kick. For a dangerous spot. George flies over the back. Sock it off the ground. Straight back to Nelligan. Quick little handball. Bone. And he kicks it right into the mud patch. Good luck in there. Good little soccer off the ground. And there's the siren to end the third quarter. It went... Still a little bit of excitement in the PAC. Lads, they trail... Three-quarter times, 3-8, 26 to 1-5, 11. A 15-point margin, so... Game not put to bed just yet. But you'd say if St. Peter's could get the first goal, it'll make it very hard. So PAC, they'll be looking to kick the first goal or two and try and snatch this one. So look, we're looking forward to all the fourth quarter action after this short break. Okay, all set here for the fourth quarter. St. Peter's holding a handy 15-point margin as the umpire holds the ball aloft. McCarthy goes up with Kelly. No, this time it's Bernardi, I think, in the ruck. Good forward entry here for Prince Alfred. Coming straight back out, though. That hurry kick finds Scott Bedford. Out to the running Malachi Carruthers. Short ball in to Nick Michaels. He collects well. Gives it to Higgins. And nice kick forward. I don't know if he's taken the mark. Not quite. Good little tap out wide to Nelligan. His left foot kick goes up in the air. Mark that. Good luck. And slapped out of bounds. Out of side. Forward pocket. So centre clearance to PAC. But good transition from one end to the other. And St. Peter's have a chance. A hurry kick to a dangerous spot. And he's milked the free there a little bit. Made him really exaggerate that one a little bit, I think, but he's been paid the free kick. So Fergus Carruthers, saw him kick 3 goals in the last quarter a few weeks ago. But let's see how he goes here. We're just inside 50 and yet not going to make the distance. Dangerous spot though. I think PAC might be happy to rush this one through, and that's what they do. But they've got to get things moving here, the Reds. Exactly what Pitt does. Kicks to the outer side. Good crumb. That was by Sells, Thomas Sells. But then handball missed the target. And there'll be a ball up. The ball comes out now towards the middle of the ground. Picked up by Benny Belperio. Oh, it falls into the hands there of Higgins, but he fell over. Great smother though. Now on the left foot to Soto. Cruises around. Who's he got up forward? Oh, he couldn't quite take the mark there. I think it could have been Michaels. He's had a lot of real close, near chances, Michaels. Just hasn't been able to clunk a couple. But, you know, he can turn it on any minute. So now, out of side. Big pack of players. I don't think this ball's going anywhere. Umpire circling, and he says, oh, ball it up. 3 minutes gone, 16 points the difference. Quarters have only been going around the 23 minutes with the lack of goals. So here go Prince Alfred, good tackle. Bentley picks it up, and he's tackled. Throw up now. Out wide. St. Peter's. Hurry kick forward. That was Ty Bedford. Right into that muddy cricket pitch area. Players sliding around, mud everywhere. Big wedgie, mud wedgies in there. The umpire says, let's go out this way a little bit. McCarthy. Smashed forward by Fergus Carruthers. And Jolly's kick lands fortuitously in the arms of Scott Bentley. So now they've got a chance to go forward, but they've done that a bit today, kicked in the man on the mark, and it's been costly. Now Nelligan, with strength, gets through one on his left. It was tackled by Howard, but he got the kick. Out wide there now is Thomas Sells. Does well. His handball's though partly smothered. Goes back again. Good tackle. He's trying to do a bit too much there, and great tackle. Malachi Carruthers went to kick it, but it's going to be the young Liam Harkins' kick, as he was the one that tackled as he comes up. Very muddy indeed. He might even give it to Malachi now, and he does. So Harkins. Harkins goes long. In front was Charlie Allen. He couldn't take the mark. Hurry kick forward. They're taking a mark, no. McGill's working hard. And there'll be another ball up. 3 goals 9, 1 goal 5, 16 points the margin in favour of St. Peter's. We played just over 5 minutes in this last quarter, so still plenty of time. Thanks again to our sponsors today, Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Classic Catches, custom by ORTC. Dartfish, got the beanie on today. Got the custom beanie as well in the car. Hi-Fi e-bikes. Archie's, as I said, the great thongs, we'll be giving a pair of them out later. Jag Meat Works and Kimberley Resorts. So, a lot of players in the forward line here. PAC get a hurry kick out. Weeks is on top of him there, and be pretty happy just to milk time off the clock here, PAC. Edward Allen, he kicks it forward into a muddy area. Picked up well, a PAC player, couldn't see his number, covered in mud, and once again, 10 to 15 players around the ball. Kicked off the boot there by George. And once again, a ball up. Called them a few times today, the old ball ups. George, out wide. Malachi Carruthers. Scott Bedford picked it up, gave it to Malachi. He couldn't take possession. Whizzing through there was Malachi Carruthers again. Gets a hurry kick forward. Malachi, can they take a mark up forward? Players fly. Players going in hard everywhere. And there'll be a ball up 5 metres out from the goals, right in the goal square here. Little tap down by Bone. Big pack of players around it. Scott Bedford and Joey Howard having a little push and shove. Bedford's trying to be dangerous at the back of the pack. He's flicked it back straight to James Higgins. And Higgins kicks the goal. James Higgins, bit of class out of nowhere. You'd say that will just about be it here, even though there's been 8 minutes played. Plenty of time in this last quarter. They're going to have to kick 5 goals now. Four goals, sorry. 20. Going to have to kick 4 goals, and they've kicked 1 for the game. So you never know, but it's going to be very, very hard now for PAC. They're going to have to throw the gauntlet here and just try and get it forward at all costs. So back in the middle. Bones in there this time. Soccer it. That's what they got to do. And again, soccer. Got it to centre half forward here. And a push in the back, so good play. Kicks forward. Who's there? Charlie Allen. Oh, good mark. 2 bites of the cherry from Charlie Allen. Good solid defender, Allen. Goes out wide. Players sliding in everywhere. You see the water coming off the grass. At least we've had some rain stop for a while here. A few blue sky, bits of blue sky around. But a real winter's day here in Adelaide. Good little tap down to Malachi Carruthers. Benny McGill, he soccers it forward. Good pace by the PAC player there. Goes back in as well and has a crack. Now socket off the ground. Benny Ianiello didn't know where it was, couldn't pick it up. The player before, number 25, that was Charlie, working hard before. So handball over the back from PAC. That's better. Back to Jolly. He slams it on the boot. Great tackle by Edward Allen on Joey Howard. He's going nowhere. So another throw up. This time it's Bone. And Bernardi, I think it was. Bernardi having a run in the ruck this quarter and last quarter. Edward Allen, the skipper, throws it on the boot. Nick Michaels leads in the race. It's gone over the back though. Leading in the race. Oh, he's run over it, but they've got another chance. Soccer. We're playing soccer then. He's trying to centre the ball. I think it was Lamp Brooks that was the first one that had an airy. And then it might have been Nelligan centre crossing one to the front of the box. They couldn't pull it off, so good smother there from St. Peter's. They'll be happy now to just take a few minutes off the clock. 11 minutes gone. Holding a important 22-point buffer.
Down here for no use at all, you know.
So slam on the boot by PAC and they throw in now in front of the St. Peter's bench. We're pretty comfortable with things at the moment. Here you go, PAC. Speeds to Belpario, leads in the race. Ready, runs past it. Well done, PAC. They just stopped it there, but then couldn't gather possession. Been a slippery ball all day. Heavy, slippery ball. Punch there by PAC player, didn't go too far. Over the back, Edward Allen. He slams it on the boot. Shoved out of it was the Soto, some that did well. Handball now. That was McInnes, Ollie. In front, Quaney. Oh, he couldn't do much there, so Benny Belperio. Oh, a bit of frontal contact maybe, not paid. Nelligan does well, over to Scott Bedford. But he kicks it straight to the middle with Jolly now, running through the middle. It's Sells. Can he find a target up forward? It's gone over the back. And Charlie Allen says, I'm just going to slam it through for a point. So, happy to concede there. Get possession back. Now St. Peter's. So it's going to be Johnny Reid. Done a bit of the kicking in today. Out wide. Bit of hanging on. Thomas Sells will get the free kick. No, he won't. It'll go to Benny Ianiello, sorry. PAC player's not happy. So Ianiello just pumps a long one out wide, and Benny McGill's happy to take that one over the boundary line. So we'd say about 10 minutes to go, 9-10 minutes to go in this one. PAC desperately need a goal. Was on the outer side, a long way away at the moment. Malaki Carruthers has it, and he's corralled over the boundary line. Trying to get some other scores around the grounds here, but it's not happening for me. All the games say in progress. So Bedford, great little kick out wide to Ianiello. Now to Nelligan. Turns around beautifully. Looking for a target in the middle. Two players go hard at it. Well done by PAC player. Oh, he's pinged, holding the ball. Umpire didn't pay it though. They've paid a lot of those today, so it's unusual not to see that one ping. Thumped forward by PAC. Edward Allen has been getting plenty of kicks this quarter. McGill flies across the front. Kick forward now. Has he got it in the mark? Yes, he has. Hurry kick forward, and playing in front on a day like today is what you want to do. And I think it might be Nick Michaels. Let's wait for him to turn around, but I'm pretty sure it is. The orange boots, number 15. That's him, Nick Michaels. And if it wasn't over before, it'll certainly be over if he kicks this. So in comes Michaels. 30 out, directly in front. Didn't get real good connection, but it's just made it over the goal line. And Michaels gets his first. And you'd say, that's all she wrote. St. Peter's are going to take the chocolates here today. And if Payneham keep doing a good job and defeat Port Districts, we may see the Spockos on top of the ladder tonight. The margin now, 27 points. 5 goals 9, 39 to PAC, 1-6-12. 16 and a half minutes gone, so you don't say another seven or so minutes, 6-7 minutes in the ruck. Bernardi and McCarthy. Nelligan, good little handball to Bedford. He's tackled, that's holding the ball. Well done. Good tackle by Bernardi. Just going to handball out wide to Pitt. Goes through a set of hands. Charlie Allen does well back there, but then he kicks it straight to Tommy Turnbull. He's going to go out wide to Pitt. The Pitt swings around. And they find a mark. Kelly's there. Through his hands. Ianello. Good attack on the footy out there. That was by Sells. It's on the Sells now. High ball into the middle. Into the bog pit. Oh, slung around there was the debutant, I think. That was Connor Mills. And ball going nowhere there. Starting to get some tired players here late in the game. I think the boys are pretty keen to hit the showers soon.
So is everybody else.
About 6-7 minutes to go. Good tap by Reid. Flicked over the back by Higgins was good. Straight to Bromley. He's tackled. Could have been holding the ball. George wanted it. Now a little handball out to Scott Bentley. He pumps it in forward. Outnumbered. It's PAC. Bel Perio to Allen. And could have been taken high there, Charlie Allen.
Yeah, ridiculous.
So, umpire let it go. Whacked down by McCarthy. And this time, he's played holding the ball. That was Thomas Sells. Was wrapped up. I think it might be Benny Ianello. Played a good game, Ianello. The ball coming back into the forward line here. Allen's there again. He's kicked it straight to Pitt. Pitt slams it on the boot. Oh, he's hit the post. Unlucky, Craig Pitt. That would have been his second and PAC's second. So he's playing in defence, but also creating opportunities up forward. Just about to tick into time on as Johnny Reid launches a torp. And Tommy Turnbull's going nowhere there. Up they go. McCarthy, Bernardi. Jolly, he's tried hard. Plenty of it. Valpario, he's slipped. Good pick up there. Mills slams it on the boot. Ty Bedford picks it up well. Shows a bit of class, but then he nearly slips over. Slady, Esau's over. Comedy of errors here. Players sliding around everywhere. Tough conditions. Good weather for Ducks today. As we click into time on now. Bone, Bernardi, taps it forward. Well done, Malachy Carruthers. But he kicks it straight to Tommy Bromley. We've seen a lot of players kick to opposition today, but having said that, conditions have been very tough. So now it's a good kick by Charlie Allen to Malachy Carruthers. He's been one of Saints' best. Nice little kick out wide. Lamp Brooks, he showed a little bit. Sunshine comes out. What an amazing thing. But Lamp Brooks kicks it straight to Scott Bentley, I think. So Bentley on the left, risky kick. Made it hard for Big Jolly. Well done though. Good play. Scott Bentley gets a kick out. Edward Allen. Johnny Reed's there. Oh, good tackle. So the fizz has certainly gone out of this one. So can St. PAC get a late consolation? Here they go. Pitty's been good. He's been one of their better players today. Quaney slides on it. Can he get it out now? But Ed Allen does well. Just pickpocketed him. So the ball goes forward here. It's been a scrappy game. It's Turnbull now. He's going hard, Tommy Turnbull. It's going to be a free kick though. I think he was tackled without it. So free kick to PAC. Could only be a minute or two to go, you'd think. Scotty Bedford couldn't take the mark. Sock it off the ground now. It's all St. Peter's back there. Edward Allen just slams it back forward and it's worked out beautifully to DeSoto. And he's just going to slow it down now. And there's the siren to end this intercoal clash. St. Peter's running out winners today by 26 points. 5 goals, 9-39 to 1-7-13 in what was a pretty scrappy game in the end. Conditions were very tough and in the end, said it during the first quarter, I reckon 5 goals might win this game, and that's exactly what's happened. 5 goals has won the game. So 14 shots to 8. St. Peter's just showing their class in the end. Some young players out there for PAC showed some glimpses, and but in the end, St. Peter's too strong. The goal kickers for St. Peter's, we had one to Higgins, one to Michaels, one to McCarthy, one to Edward Allen, and one to Lamp Brooks. And the single goal kicker for PAC was one of their defenders in Craig Pitt. So, wrapping up here, St. Peter's 5 goals, 9-39, defeated PAC 1-7-13. So, more misery for PAC, and with the score out at early on with Payneham Norwood beating Port Districts, that could send St. Peter's to top and PAC to second to bottom. So there could be some repercussions with that, but that score was early days, so I'll just try and see if I can get scores up. They haven't been up lately on my phone here. Here we go. Port Districts have got up over Payneham in the end, as I thought they might do. They've come home strong. They've kicked 8 goals in the third quarter to really stamp their authority, so they are going to win. So Port Districts will still be on top of St. Peter's on percentage, they'll be equal top, and PAC, well, they will still be sitting third to bottom, I think, at this stage. As we'll just have a quick look at the ladder. Yes, Paynham still will be second to bottom, and Prince Alfred third to bottom. So we'll wrap it up here from Caterer Oval. We'll be back soon to do the 2-minute wrap, and we'll go through best players and goal scorers as we see the St. Peter's boys come over and thank the support for some of the old boys coming out of here. There's been a few premiership reunions today, so it was a good day out here in the marquee for the boys, and I'm sure they'll all be celebrating hard on and long into the night. They're going to sing the song here. We might as well play the song, eh? It's a quick song. Boy off, mate.